Greetings everybody, MadMat1 here with something a little different. Not playing a video game today. Today we're doing a little bit of arts. I have decided to start a grinding challenge where I draw a panel a day. If you guys are interested in learning a little bit about how I do the art type stuff that I barely do and I'm trying to get better at, please let me know down in the comments below. But a while ago my sister was wondering how I take a panel something that I drew like this, and this is like a panel's worth of conversation, and how do I physically put it in the box and put the gutters around it? And it's actually pretty simple. If we go all the way back, let's go like the furthest layer back that I have is the background. I decided for these one panel, I'm gonna do a panel a day grind. And for these, my image starts out at 1500 by 1500. I'll cut that in half and make it nice. And 750 is just what I've been using forever for comicking. So these will end up actually looking really huge on my website. I might actually have to change that after I see it in post. Maybe I'll even cut it down further. I don't know yet. So I started a template. Which is I loaded up a 1500 by 1500, went 50 pixels on each side, and drew a box. And that is my panel gutter for these things, because the panels are all going to be the same size. And then on top of that, I started a new layer, and I just do sketches. Now I've got a piece of paper with all my pencil sketches, and this actually has, my pencil sketch has rough text, but yeah, no, this actually has, I don't know, there's parts of it, you can see a little bit more form of what the characters are doing in my pencil sketch, but as you can see, I tried to do some, horizon lines and stuff, and yeah, pretty much I just grabbed a pen and I just threw down scribbles. I decided I was going to give this guy spiky hair, and so later on I just scribbled spiky hair on. And then I go over, after all these scribbles, I open up a new layer, and I just color it in and paint it. This is just bucket fills for the colors. I'm not doing anything fancy for shading or anything. This is just an art a day project. When I'm working on my big project that I want to do, that will have a lot more fancy stuff to it, and I'll be getting people I consider to be decent professionals. Not necessarily decent professionals, but at least better than me at stuff to look at it and make sure that I'm doing the arts as pretty as I can. After this, I throw text bubbles, or just text boxes around with the characters' things. I got a special layer called Bubbles that I've posed everything. This was like a full-on comic. GiMP has these things called layer groups, and I would have entitled this text. And it would allow me to, why is it not letting me? Okay. I think this is a bug that I've seen before with GiMP, and that this whole dialogue window just doesn't work when I'm recording. That's the thing I've seen before. Don't worry about it too much. Yeah, I'm not able to move layers around, at least with that command. I can do it with that. But anyway, I would throw them in a folder, and then I'd be able to minimize all of them at once. But yeah, so that's how I put the bubbles on. And then I go back to that first crap. Can I go stack? Crap. Okay. Layer, stack, layer to top. Bam. I go to this first one and select that border thing that I make. Nope, not like that. Not quite like that. There we go. Nope. That's the other side of it. I select it like that. And I pop open a new layer. And use that. And just do a black box going around. However the size I want. And now things are going to get a little bit tricky. What we're going to do... actually, it doesn't actually have to get tricky. What we do is, from there, I'm just pretty much going to grab my bucket fill and go bloop. And suddenly, it's in a panel box. And that can be whatever color exactly you want it to be. I think I was using like this greenish gray thing previously. Will probably be what I end up doing. Maybe something a bit lighter. It's a bit more cheery than I want. It's a bit more green than I want. This is my custom palette of just colors I made up for different characters. And so I do, yeah, just what I use. I'm using that brown a lot. That's going to be too dark. We're going to stick with that. And, yeah. So I save it because I've been burned by not saving often. Then, pretty much, I'm just going to go to image, scale image. We're going to cut it down to 750. We're going to kick up. I don't honestly understand, know how much this helps. But we're going to kick it up to 300, which is decent quality. Print is supposed to be 600, but, I'm not printing it. And, if you can see, as we zoom in, the lines get a little bit blurry. You actually have a lot of mistakes that are hid by zooming in. There's, like, a lot of, things like this. This is, like, 1 pixel that I would have gone and fixed had I seen it or cared about it. I'm going to export this. I've got a new thing called Daily Panel. We're going to call it... go away. We're going to call it A. What am I using nowadays? PNG? And we'll just do all that. That's all default. And now I'm going to actually go, because I'm not sure. I don't want to save it because it'll override the XCF. But I want to scale it a little bit further. What's 750 divided by 2? That's same as 300 plus 150, each divided by 2. 300 plus 75. 375. And we'll scale it like that. And export. Make sure we're exporting it to a different thing. And that way when I load it up on a website, I won't have to go back and do it. Because, hey, look, it's 3 in the morning. Anyway, that's how I hide panels. And, like right now, even after I've like exported and shrunken or whatever, this whole panel right here, it's all free floating. I can take it and I can go bloop if I wanted it to be a little bit to the left or to the right, up, down, whichever direction. I'm not hampered by exactly where the lines were drawn. And that's just how I've started doing, the panel type based stuff. If I'm actually drawing like a full-on comic page, I'll probably end up doing things differently. But that's how I do that. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Again, this was a singular answer to my sister's question, and I'm not used to recording my art type stuff or computer type stuff like this. So if you guys think it was cool, please leave me a note down below. I would love to do this type of stuff. But I don't know how interested people would be. Or if you know something that you would like to see me draw, that would also be something cool. Although drawing, actually, this probably took... I decided that I would do this like an hour ago. So this was an hour of work. And then I just did like 15 minutes, 8 minutes, something like that. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I'm going to be posting a link in my subreddit to where I'm going to be hosting this comic. So if you want to go to www.reddit.com/r/World of Wandcow, link down below in the description, you can get the link to the site there. I'm not going to link directly to the site because I want people to start using the Reddit. YouTube comments. If you comment on YouTube, I might get an email. I don't necessarily always get one. It's very, very temperamental. So if you want to make sure that you see me, yeah, head over to the Reddit. I, check that several times a day because I can check that on my phone as opposed to my email, which I choose not to, and YouTube, which I'm not entirely sure how. Anyway, if you guys stay online, I'll see you next time. Peace out.